Welcome to Guitars and Bacon, back again doing another reaction video, and today we're going to be checking out a collaboration between two groups. That's SB19 and Ben&Ben for their performance of SB19's Mapa. Check it out. Now, before we get started, if you want to talk about music, gear, recording, want to hang out while I play video games, head on over to my live stream. I stream on Twitch every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Links down in the description below. Now, I've already done a reaction video on SB19's performance of Mapa, but this is apparently a new version of the tune, and I'm curious to see what kind of changes they've made onto the song, considering that there's a full band that's actually going to be backing them up, and if there's going to be any changes in the arrangement, are things going to be speeding up, or what kind of sounds are we going to hear this time? Ben&Ben is actually a very prominent name here in the Philippines currently, and I believe they have a very loyal following. Fortunately, I actually have never heard any of their tunes yet, so if you guys want to recommend any tunes for me to check out, leave it down in the comments below. I'm more than happy to check it out. So, without further ado, let's dive into this version of Mapa. Ooh, fancy. Okay, I initially thought that this would have been just a straight up live performance, but judging by a little presentation here, this is appearing to be more of a music video, so this is getting interesting. I'm curious now to see if it's gonna be with a different mix as to how a live band would be mixed generally, or like how they're recorded. Okay, I was wrong. Apparently, it is a live performance. Okay, let's go. Hold on there. Now, I've noticed a couple of changes from the original tune. Their phrasing seems to be very, very different from what I can hear. And the original version was actually very piano heavy. So that was like the core instrument that was holding everything together. And the piano itself had a very sombering effect to the vocals. So what I'm hearing this time is their phrasing seems to be going up a little bit instead of mellowing down, which kind of like gave the lullaby effect for the original version. So let's continue. Okay, so the chorus seems it does sound very true to form. The melody's still there, the same melody. They didn't seem to change that too much. The arrangement is definitely a lot more audible this time, since it's a live performance. They're mixed a bit differently from what you'd hear from a recording. And there's obviously different instruments this time. Like the original version didn't really have very prominent cymbals on the drums, because I'm assuming it's all electronically done, like VSTIs and all that. But this time you can very much hear the acoustic drums keeping the beat. And it does lend to the effect of the band, so that's pretty cool. And I have noticed there are portions of the tune that the guys from Ben&Ben have actually taken the vocals with, which is very much understandable. This is a collaboration, so that makes sense. Alright, just a quick pause there. This version definitely has the guitar, very audible acoustic guitar, since there are two of them actually strumming to the beat. I can clearly hear that scratchy strumming that you'd hear. And I've noticed that Ben&Ben has actually taken the second verse for themselves on this one, setting up for the chorus with going back to the SB19's vocal performance once again. Now let's continue. I'm hearing certain key changes on, not really key changes, some different tonalities on the instrumentation of this tune. It's like something is I don't know if they've changed some of the chord voicings and added. I'm not really technically knowledgeable in regards to music theory. That's one of my weaknesses, unfortunately. But I'm hearing subtle textures. It's not as dry cut as what you'd normally hear in a major and a minor chord, and every now and then a seventh. I'd like to mention that the ending chorus had a different vibe to it from the original one. I think it's mostly because of the kick drum. If you hear it, it's making the chorus more upbeat. It's making it a bit more jumpy, a bit more lively than the first one. It's kind of like, it sounds like it's speeding up the tempo just by a tad bit. Oh, they didn't end it with the last line. Okay, that is odd. I would have loved to have heard the last part. It definitely made the tune very poignant. It's got that nice like closure at the end once you hear that last line there. But yeah. Anyways, what did you guys think? I thought it was an interesting a choice of how they changed the melodies. I would honestly still though think I prefer the original version. It really had touched a nerve when I listened to that very first one. This one definitely sounds more fun than the initial one, which kind of felt a bit more somber, a bit more serious. So, well, what do you guys think? Let me know down on the comments below. And huge props to Ben and Ben for the arrangement. It definitely adds a lot more textures to the song. It sounds massive since there's a lot of instruments happening all at the same time. For a live performance, it's great. Vocals of the guys in Ben and Ben, the guys and gals in Ben and Ben was spot on. They got the vibe of on, especially on during the bridge, like they were really almost like putting some grit on their vocals to make that passion and reflect that same passion that Pablo sang on the original song. That was great. I thought hands down that was very a very nice performance indeed. Well, that's about the end of the video. Hit like if you like the video, click that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon to be one of the first people to see new content when it's out. And one more reminder, if you want to talk about music, gear, recording, want to hang out while I play video games, head on over to my live stream. I stream on Twitch every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Links down in the description below. Again, thanks for tuning in to Guitars and Bacon. See ya. Oh crap, what's that? Didn't even see her. Okay, let's check inside the tent first. Ah, crap. Oh, I woke him up.